America, we are back, baby. Welcome to another episode of America Unfiltered. We got a great show for you guys tonight. Glad to be back here on Tuesday. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Kick is not working for some reason, so we're going to be missing the majority of our live chat today. We're not able to do the show to Kick today. That's where we usually get most of the interaction from the live chat, but we still got it going on YouTube, Rumble, so maybe we'll get a couple people. Less popular on some platforms compared to others. Some heavily shadow ban me, some do not, but we'll see how it goes today. I'm excited to be back on the show today. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. It's not really a lot of news today, though. Kind of a boring-ass news day, really nothing going on, and I thought, I had this thought on the show a couple weeks ago, or a week ago maybe, and I said, you know, on our next slow day, I'm going to show you guys a video that most people probably saw live on TV, but I want to show the 2016 debate moments and the inaugural speech from Donald Trump that really brought so many people to Donald Trump. And then I want to kind of explain, as we're watching that, I'll pause, I'll do a little bit of a reaction to it, and I want to explain how Trump has shifted completely away from what drew everyone to him in the first place, and why the for lack of better terms, boomer MAGA retards fail to see it the way Gen Z has seen it. So that's going to be the show today. We are going to watch some of Donald Trump's best debate highlights from his first year in the election. And then we are also going to watch Donald Trump's full speech from the actual inauguration. So should be a fun day. Should be a little bit of a shorter show, but it's okay. Like I said, it's really a fucking slow news day. Not much to talk about. Not much going on at all. We'll still do the comments at the end of the show, but again, now it's like a whole nother thing. Immediately after I uploaded the video on Spotify, our last episode, yesterday's, I got a notification from Spotify saying visibility on this episode will be limited, and I didn't understand why. They didn't really give me a reason. They did specify that it would be only that episode, so we'll see what the fuck's going on. I don't know if I said so. Maybe it's because I said cunt 50 times in a row. Maybe. Like, who knows? I don't know. It could be a plethora of different reasons, but apparently visibility on that episode was limited, which is sad. Another couple big announcements to make. The debate I was supposed to have with that sassy bitch, it's now scheduled for this Friday. It was scheduled for last Friday. She faked sick to get out of it. Now me and her are going to go at it in the arena, in the debate arena on Friday. A long-form debate on ICE, long-form debate on if they're justified, if violence is inevitable, if the country needs them, the morality of ICE. So I'm very excited for this. This is, I mean, let's be honest. I'm going to mog the fuck out of this bitch. I'm going to dominate. I'm going to dominate this woman. This disgustingly ugly woman in this debate. It's going to be a fun time, guys. It's going to be a fun time. I love debating. I also had my interview with Jubilee again today for the new episode they reached out to me about. Not sure how much I could say about that, but I doubt the people who watch Jubilee are watching my show. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe. But it went well. Let's just say that. They loved me. They loved me. The lady interviewing me had to keep muting herself because she couldn't stop laughing. She was smiling. She was twirling her hair. She was laughing. She did everything but take her clothes off. I mean, she was throwing herself at me during this thing. So, God willing, I think I'll be in LA for this Jubilee shoot. Maybe though. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Could happen, could not. You know, it could go either way. Let's be honest. But let's get into the show today, guys. I'm excited to be here. See, we got a couple people in the YouTube and Rumble live chat. It's exciting because, like I said, the Kick is just not working. I don't know what's going on. Kick is either shitting the bed on their platform or my computer's shitting the bed. We don't really know yet. We're going to try and get to that tonight after the show. Have it set up for tomorrow's show. But someone goes that I need a intro song. I couldn't agree more. If any people out there who listen to the show, fans of the show, want to create an intro song for me, it'd be greatly appreciated. If it's a good one, I'll use it. Copyright free, of course. You got to make that... That's got to be a guarantee. Got to be copyright free. Not buying it. But guys, come on. Make me an intro song. I really don't know how to fucking do that. Someone else goes... What do you go? When Fishback comes on, have him feature in it. That would be funny. Give Fishback a verse on the intro song. Should I rap the intro song? Should I just do a freestyle, guys? Should I rap the intro song? Should I step into my Ye shoes, my Yeezys, and just step into the booth real quick? Maybe we do that. Maybe we go original with it in-house. Someone else goes, we are back. Oh, America, we're so fucking back, baby. We are so fucking back. And then I started it like 3 times in a row, and then I finally got so I kept like starting it, and then it's like kick, not connected, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck? End stream, let's fix kick. Did it again, and it wasn't working, and I'm like, okay, I just feel like a retard at this point. Let's just start the fucking show. We'll figure it out for tomorrow. So we'll see what happens there, guys. Glad to have you guys with us for the show. Hope you guys are having a great evening. But like I said, today's show is just going to be reviewing 2014 Donald Trump and discussing how it's different from 2024 Donald Trump. I mean, it's clear he's weaker, older, he's sold out on his positions. The big ones that I'm going to highlight over the day today are going to be his positions on lobbying, his positions on foreign policy, his positions on trade deals, and I think he sold out on all of those. So I want to remind everyone to like, smash the follow button, leave a comment, let me know what you think about the show, rate the show 5 stars on Spotify, follow me on X, Instagram, join my Telegram channel by scanning the code up in the corner. Make sure to leave a comment on the show as well. Like I said, all the comments will be read out at the end of each show. Limited amount of comments on today's show because, like I said, Spotify said limited availability for yesterday's episode. So we only got comments from the people who were able to view it. If you're one of my viewers who wasn't able to view it, let me know. Reach out. I'll send you the YouTube link. We'll get right on it. But with that, let's get right into everything. Let's start reviewing Donald Trump's debate moments because, again, it's sad to see. Donald Trump got up there. Donald Trump inspired millions of Americans and millions of young Americans to be political, to feel like there was a chance to fight back against a system that was fucking raping us. And then Donald Trump became part of the system that was raping us. It's just like ultimate betrayal, the downfall of a great hero. It's like Godfather 2. You watch him build this man up in Godfather 1, only for him to tear himself down in Godfather 2. It's really exactly what we're witnessing with Donald Trump. But let's get right into it. I want to start with this video. This is the video that's just kind of like a clip-up reel of a lot of Donald Trump's debate moments, some of the highlights specifically. Someone goes, yeah, I couldn't see it, thought you skipped that day. Exactly. I don't know what the fuck Spotify's doing. Spotify just like, check your spot, the guy in the live chat, check to see if you could see it now. Because they said they might update it. They said they were reviewing it. I'm not sure. It shows on mine, but I'm trying to see if it shows on anyone's. Check, whenever you get a moment during the show, check, let me know what you think. Or not what you think, let me know if you can see it. Because I'm curious if my show is being shadow banned now on Spotify. Because Spotify has been great about just sending my shit to the moon. Spotify and me, we go together like peanut butter and jelly, like Epstein and a chut. No, I'm kidding. That's a bad joke. Bad joke. We go together like Trump and H-1B visas. They fucking love each other. Okay, let's get right into it though, guys. Let's tune into this right here. Let me get the audio set up. Here we go.
Country where to assimilate you have to speak English. I'm not the first one to say this, Dana. We've had many people over the years, for many, many years, saying the same thing. This is a country where we speak English, not Spanish.
Trump, take 30 seconds.
Let me just, he wants to be a tough guy. A lot of times you'll have, and it doesn't work very well with
How tough is it to take property from an elderly woman?
Let me talk. Quiet.
How tough is it?
Quiet. A lot of times. That's all of his donors and special interests out there. So that's what it is. And by the way, let me just tell you, we needed tickets. You can't get them. You know who has the tickets I'm talking about to the television audience? Donors, special interest, the people that are putting up the money. So it is. The RNC told us we have all donors in the audience, and the reason they're not loving me, the reason they're not loving me is I don't want their money. I'm going to do the right thing for the American public. I don't want their money. I don't need their money. And I'm the only one up here that can say that.
Where's this guy? I don't want their money. I don't need their money. And I'm the only guy on this stage who can say that. And then he's like, yeah, Miriam Adelson gave me $250 million, along with many other Jewish special interest groups. That's the Trump we're dealing with now. Someone goes, it's because you called Laura Loomer a cunt 100 times. Possibility. Strong possibility. Me calling Laura Loomer a cunt repeatedly is what led to that. Maybe. He goes, still no. What's the name of the last episode you could see to the guy who said still no? Let me know. On Spotify, specifically, what's the name of the last episode you could see? Let me know. Sorry to give you fucking homework in the live chat there. I'm just curious. I'm still trying to figure this out. And Spotify is sometimes faster responding, sometimes slow. Maybe it's just a universal Spotify issue. I don't know. But let's get back into this. But yeah, that's exactly like what I'm talking about. It's like 2024 Donald Trump is taking lobbyist money, selling out to those same donors that he's shitting on in 2016.
I know so many of the people in the audience. And by the way, I'm a self-funder. I have my wife and I have my son.
That'd be nice now, right?
Obviously, the war in Iraq was a big, fat mistake, all right? Now, you can take it any way you want. And it took Jeb Bush, if you remember at the beginning of his announcement, when he announced for president, took him 5 days. He went back. It was a mistake. It wasn't a mistake. Took him 5 days before his people told him what to say. And he ultimately said, it was a mistake. The war in Iraq, we spent $2 trillion, thousands of lives. We don't even have it. Iran is taking over Iraq with the second largest oil reserves in the world. Obviously, it was a mistake. So George Bush made a mistake. We can make mistakes, but that one was a beauty. We should have never been in Iraq. We have destabilized the Middle East.
He should be impeached.
I think it's my turn, isn't it?
You do whatever you want.
We should have never been in the Iraq. We should have never been in the Middle East. Meanwhile, Trump's about to go bomb Iran again and get us back in a war with the Middle East. Ugh.
Call it whatever you want. I want to tell you, they lied.
Okay.
They said there were weapons of mass destruction. There were none, and they knew there were none. There were no weapons of mass destruction.
The
World Trade Center came down during your brother's reign. Remember that.
Hold on.
Let me finish.
This is the Trump I want now.
The World Trade Center came down during the...
This Trump, when I listened to this Trump, it felt like he was ready to go to war for me personally. As an American, as a young American man listening to this, for the first time, I heard a person stand up at the debate stage and say words that made me actually fucking feel something and believe something. I remember, I didn't experience that many debates and things like that before as I was growing up, but the ones I saw, none of the candidates really resonated with me the way that 2016 Trump resonated with millions and millions of Americans.
He kept us safe. That's not safe. That is not safe, Marco.
Oh, my mom is the strongest woman I know.
She should be running.
This is not about my family. This is a tough business to run for president.
I know. You're a tough guy, Jeb.
And we need to have a leader that is principled.
Tough.
You're never going to be president of the United States by insulting your way to the presidency.
Let's see. I'm at 42 and you're at 3. So far I'm doing better.
Doesn't matter.
So far I'm doing better. You started off over here, Jeb. You're moving over further and further. Pretty soon you're going to be off the end.
This doesn't do...
Trump. He wanted casino gambling in Florida.
I didn't want
it. Yes, you did.
Totally false.
You wanted it, and you didn't get it because I was opposed to casino gambling before, during, and after to be bought by anybody.
I promise, if I wanted it, I would have gotten it.
No way, man.
Believe me.
Nope.
I know my people.
Not even possible.
I know my people.
But the simple fact is...
Excuse me. 1 second.
No.
I didn't want to...
The simple fact is, Donald, you cannot take...
More energy tonight. I like that.
Look, I was asked the question.
The weakest person on this stage by far on illegal immigration is Jeb Bush. They come out of an act of love, whether you like it or not. He is so weak on illegal immigration, it's laughable, and everybody knows.
That's fine. I don't really
spend
care.
a little more money on the commercials.
But if you want to talk about weak,
he also said about language.
I've laid out my plans.
He said about language. 2 days ago, he said he would take his pants off and moon everybody, and that's fine. Nobody reports that. He gets up and says that, and then he tells me, oh, my language was a little bit rough.
Bragg, for example, that he's been bankrupt 4 times, and it was great because he could use the legal system.
Let me respond. That's another lie. I never went bankrupt. It's another lie. No, but it's a lie. This guy, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
We need someone with a proven record.
I use the laws to my benefit because I run a company. I never went bankrupt. Excuse me, Jeb.
Yeah.
I never went bankrupt. Never. Now, but you don't want to say that. Jeb doesn't really believe I'm unhinged. He said that very simply because he has failed in this campaign. It's been a total disaster. Nobody cares. And frankly, I'm the most solid person up here I've
ever ready. It's very high energy, Donald. Mr. Trump?
It's such a different Trump than now.
I like Donald. He is an amazing entertainer. Most of his life.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
For most of his life, that's a matter of principle.
And I'll tell you, biggest liar. You probably are worse than Jeb Bush. You are the single biggest liar.
Now Trump sucks the dick of this guy, practically. Trump's like, you're the biggest fucking liar. And then now Trump is sucking the dick of Ted Cruz any chance he gets in the media.
All right. This guy lied. Let me just tell you. This guy lied about Ben Carson when he took votes away from Ben Carson in Iowa. And he just continues. And today, we had robocalls saying Donald Trump is not going to run in South Carolina, where I'm leading by a lot. I'm not going to run. Vote for Ted Cruz. This is the same thing he did to Ben Carson. This guy will say anything. Nasty guy. Now I know why he doesn't have one endorsement from any of his colleagues.
All right, John, I get to respond.
It's crazy how once they both get aligned with the same lobby, though, they can't get enough of each other. Again, this is the stuff that I want everyone to see. 2016 versus 2024 Trump are very different characters. 2024 Trump is everything Donald Trump promised he would not become. Someone in the live chat goes, last one I can see is why women are the problem. Yeah, that was Friday's episode, so Monday's episode isn't showing for you on Spotify. That's fucking crazy. Damn. Yeah, so maybe they are shadow banning that episode. Well, maybe I should stop saying cunt so much. I don't know. I do like the word cunt a lot, though. I'm not going to lie. I do like the word. So, that's a tough choice. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't want to give it up. I really don't. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to ask Spotify, because why can't, like, this is America. I can't say cunt on a show? Are you kidding me? It's an American word. Like, especially when you're talking about Laura Loomer, because Laura Loomer is a cunt. Like, it's not like I'm just, like, pointing at someone's mom and, like, that bitch is a cunt. It's like, no, Laura Loomer is a cunt. Like, if I can call anybody a cunt, it's Laura Loomer. See, I'm saying it again now. Not even, like, thinking, okay, we're going to chill. We're going to chill. We're going to go back to watching this. But you guys get it. Laura Loomer is a cunt.
From the buffet there.
He's a nasty guy.
When you point to his own record, he screams, liar, liar, liar. If you want to go...
Where did I support it? Where did I support it? Hey, Ted, where did I support it? If you want
to go and watch the video, go to our website, tedcruz.org.
Where did I support it, Ted?
Out of Donald's own mouth. Where did I support it? You supported it when we were battling over defunding Planned Parenthood. You went on television and said Planned Parenthood does wonderful things and we should not defund them.
Oh, it does do wonderful things, but not as it relates to abortion.
So tell me, what are the wonderful things? What are the wonderful things it does?
There are wonderful things having to do with women's health.
You see, you and I disagree on that.
Not when it comes to abortion. That's where I draw the line.
John, the reason...
Mr. Trump, talking about the polls, I'm beating him awfully badly in the polls.
But you're not beating Hillary.
So you're not
beating Hillary.
Well, then if I can't beat her, you're really going to get killed, aren't you? First of all, Rand Paul shouldn't even be on this stage. He's number 11. He's got 1% in the polls, and how he got up here, there's far too many people.
Mr. Trump?
I never attacked him on his look, and believe me, there's plenty of subject matter right there. That I can tell you.
He said back in 2006, gee, I hope it does collapse because then I can go in and buy some and make some money. Well, it did collapse.
That's called business, by the way. And Hillary, I just ask you this. You've been doing this for 30 years. Why are you just thinking about these solutions right now? For 30 years you've been doing it, and now you're just starting to think of solutions.
Well, actually,
I will bring back jobs. You can't bring back jobs.
Well, actually, I have thought about this quite a bit.
Yeah, for 30 years.
I have... well, not quite that long, Dad.
But you have no plan.
Oh, I do.
Secretary,
in fact,
you have no plan.
A book about it. It's called Stronger Together. You can pick it up tomorrow.
That's about all you
folks.
At the bookstore. So if you want to see in real time what the facts are, please go and take a look. Because
and people don't realize the way Trump obliterated Hillary's entire fucking political career. It's insane. It's beautiful, actually. It was a masterpiece, cinematic almost. And we don't get to see that animated Trump that really drew everyone towards politics and made everyone feel this sense of patriotism that people hadn't felt in a long time. Like there was a hope for the working class people of America. Like there was a hope for Americans in general, American sovereignty. Someone in live chat goes, never apologize. I'm never going to apologize, especially not to Laura Loomer. I mean, I'll call her a cunt all day. But I got to have the show get shown out, so hopefully Spotify doesn't... I don't know what the fuck's going on there. That's crazy Spotify did that. Someone goes, ciao, James. Ciao, whatever your fucking name is. How you doing? But this is America Unfiltered. I know what ciao is, though, so I'll be nice. But usually we say hello here.
Take a look at mine also, and you'll see. She's telling us how to fight ISIS. Just go to her website. She tells you how to fight ISIS on her website. I don't think General Douglas MacArthur would like that too much. No, you're telling the enemy everything you want to do.
No, we're not.
See, you're telling the enemy everything you want to do. No wonder you've been fighting. No wonder you've been fighting ISIS your entire adult life.
I have a feeling that by the end of this evening, I'm going to be blamed for everything that's ever happened.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah, why not?
So it's negotiable?
It's not negotiable. No, let her release the email. Why did she delete 33,000?
Well, I'll let her.
Trying to get a casino license, and they showed he didn't pay any federal income tax. So
that makes me smart. I was against the war in Iraq, just so you put it out.
The record shows otherwise.
The record does not show that.
Why is your judgment?
The record shows that I'm right.
Mrs. Clinton.
Well, I have much better judgment than she does. There's no question about that. I also have a much better temperament than she has. You know, I have a much better. Hillary has experience, but it's bad experience. We have made so many bad deals during the last... So she's got experience, that I agree, but it's bad experience. Whether it's the Iran deal that you're so in love with, where we gave them $150 billion back, whether it's the Iran deal, whether it's anything you can... You almost can't name a good deal. I agree. She's got experience, but it's bad experience.
Oh, it is... it's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Yeah, because you'd be in jail.
Secretary Clinton. It's just not true. And so please.
Another like they always, Donald Trump, that's another thing where it's like people got really excited about that, including myself. But Donald Trump hasn't fucking put anybody in jail. Like they even like last year put out those AI videos of Obama getting arrested. And it's like, dude, if anyone fell for that, I'm like, you're retarded. If you really think that they were going to put Obama in jail, I wish, but no, they won't. Same way they were never going to put any of the Clintons in jail. He goes, the live chat, he goes, Nicholas is my name. I'm Italian-American. Soprano's my last name. Just kidding. Well, how you doing, Nicholas? Welcome to the show.
Didn't delete him.
Allow her to respond, please.
Personal emails, not official.
33,000? Yeah,
well, we turned over 35,000. So it was.
What about the other 15,000?
Please allow her to respond. She didn't talk while you talked.
Yes, that's true. I didn't.
Because you have nothing to say.
First, I'd like to get to the questions that the people have brought here tonight to talk to us about.
And get off this question.
If he wants to start, he can start. Go ahead, Hillary. No, go ahead, Donald.
No, I'm a gentleman, Hillary. Go ahead.
Secretary Clinton.
We just don't get this anymore.
She complains that Donald Trump took advantage of the tax code. Well, why didn't she change it? Why didn't you change it when you were a senator? The reason you didn't is that all your friends take the same advantage that I do. And I do. You have provisions in the tax code that, frankly, we could change. But you wouldn't change it because all of these people give you the money so you can take negative ads on Donald Trump. And I say that about a lot of things. You know, I've heard Hillary complaining about so many different things over the years. Oh, we should have done this. But she's been there for 30 years. She's been doing this stuff. She never changed, and she never will change. She never will change.
Did you use that $916 million loss to avoid paying personal federal income taxes?
Of course I do. Of course I do. And so do all of her donors, or most of her donors. I know.
And this was, again, one of the other things. It's like, we never had a politician go up there and be like, yes, I don't pay taxes because I use the loopholes, and call out the other candidate who is like trying to shit on him, basically saying, but your donors, you'll never change it because of your donors. And it's like, this is the Trump that if Trump stuck to this, if Trump stuck to what he ran on in 2016, this country would be in such a better place. And if the media actually gave him a fair shot, you know, not portrayed him in a way where it was like Trump is the next, terrible dictator in the world, like they kind of made it so it was impossible to openly support Trump for so many people. Trump wasn't able to actually get a lot of his agenda done because of the media pushback. Everything he did became Holocaust 2, 3, 4, and 5. And it led to now where Trump got to the point where he literally got arrested because of the political vendetta they had. He spent an insane amount of his money on that lawsuit with the 34 felonies. And then Donald Trump had to then take money from the Israel lobby, from Miriam Adelson and like donors.
Many of her donors.
But that's not the point here.
Why didn't you do it? Why didn't you do it?
Allow her to respond.
Because I was a senator with a Republican president.
Oh, really?
I will be the
you
president.
You could have done it. If you were an effective, senator, you could have done it. If you were an effective senator, you could have done it. But you were not an effective.
Please allow her to respond. She didn't interrupt you. Secretary Clinton, does Mr. Trump have the discipline to be a good leader?
No.
I'm shocked to hear that. Putin, from everything I see, has no respect for this person.
Well, that's because he'd rather have a puppet as president of the United States.
No puppet.
And it's pretty clear.
You're the puppet.
It's pretty clear you won't admit
that
the Russians.
Which has led to the slowest GDP growth since 1949.
Correct.
Thank you, sir. You told me in July when we spoke.
I ask a simple question. She's been doing this for 30 years. Why the hell didn't you do it over the last 15, 20 years? You were very much involved. Excuse me. My turn. You were very much involved in every aspect of this country. Very much. And you do have experience. I'd say the one thing you have over me is experience, but it's bad experience because what you've done has turned out badly. She shouldn't be allowed to run. She's guilty of a very, very serious crime. She should not be allowed to run. And just in that respect, I say it's rigged because she should never, Chris, she should never have been allowed to run for the presidency based on what she did with emails and so many other things.
There was even a time when he didn't get an Emmy for his TV program 3 years in a row, and he started tweeting that the Emmys were rigged against
Should have gotten it.
This is a mind, as will Donald's, assuming he can't figure out how to get out of it. But what we want to do is to replenish the Social Security Trust Fund by making sure that we have sufficient.
Is that you're going to extinguish 180 million people with their private health care that they're very happy with.
That's simply not true.
Well, you're certainly going to socialist. You're going to socialist medicine. Your party doesn't say it. Your party wants to go socialist medicine.
My party is
and
me.
socialist
right
healthcare.
Now, I am
and
the
they're going to dominate
Party.
you, Joe. You know that. That was the worst part of Obamacare.
Sir.
Chris,
You're
that was the
debating
worst
him,
part of
not me.
Obama.
Let me ask my question.
Well, I'll ask Joe. The individual mandate was the most unpopular aspect of Obamacare. I got rid of it.
I'd like you
and
to,
we will protect
Mr.
people
President,
with
I'm the moderator of this
conditions.
debate, and I would like you to let me ask my question, and then you can answer.
Arguing with the moderator is hilarious. Someone goes, I missed 2016 Trump. Yeah, I mean, feels like a fever dream. Like, it feels insane that none of it panned out to be real, too. It's really just sad. It kind of really kills spirits sometimes when I think about it. Donald Trump had so much aura in 2016. I mean, he changed politics. And no matter what, I mean, Trump, you guys know my opinion about Trump now. Sold out in many ways. But what he has done is, like I said, he changed politics. He changed the idea of who the president can be. It doesn't have to be this lifelong politician necessarily. It can be an outsider who steps in. It can be someone with a little bit more out there rhetoric. And that's what I hope for the future. And it seems like, I don't know. It seems like for 2028, we're going to get J.D. Vance, but I really hope someone else steps in and someone else has the balls to be what 2016 Trump was. But to be honest, even a little more extreme sometimes. I really do miss the old Trump, though.
So my question, sir, is what is the Trump health care plan?
Well, first of all, I guess I'm debating you, not him, but that's okay. I'm not surprised. Let me just...
Number one.
Joe, you agreed with Bernie Sanders, who's far left, on the manifesto, we call it. And that gives you socialized medicine.
Look, hey,
Are you saying
I'm not going to listen to him. The fact of the matter is, I beat Bernie Sanders.
Not by much.
I beat him a whole hell of a lot. I'm here standing facing you, old buddy.
Pocahontas would have left 2 days early. You would have lost every primary.
All he knows how to do is
Super Tuesday. You got very lucky.
Here's the deal.
But you
I just want to make sure.
Joe, you're the liar.
I want to make sure.
Graduated last in your class, not first in your class.
I want to make sure.
Mr. President, can you let him finish, sir?
No, he doesn't know how to do that. He has.
You'd be surprised.
You picked
You'd be surprised.
the wrong guy, the wrong night at the wrong time.
Listen, you agreed with
Here's
Bernie
the deal.
Sanders to the
Number
manifesto.
two.
You just lost the left.
Number two.
Like, Trump invented mogging. You know, Clavicular's got to give Trump some credit, because Trump invented mogging. Maybe he wasn't doing it with his looks, but he was doing it in every other fashion when he entered politics.
You just lost the left. You agreed with Bernie Sanders on a plan.
Folks,
absolutely
folks,
agreed
do you have any idea what this clown's doing?
They call it
Mr. Do you have any idea?
Socialized medicine. Did you use the word smart? So you said you went to Delaware State, but you forgot the name of your college. You didn't go to Delaware State. You graduated either the lowest or almost the lowest in your class. Don't ever use the word smart with me. Don't ever use that word.
Oh, give me a break.
Because you know what? There's nothing smart about you, Joe. 47 years you've done nothing. And I want to keep it open. And we did a great thing by shutting it down. Wait a minute, Joe. Let me shut you down for a second, Joe, just for 1 second.
Vice President Biden, you are holding much smaller events with...
Because nobody will show up.
People with...
Well, it's true. Nobody shows up to his rallies. In 47 months, I've done more than you've done in 47 years, Joe. We've done things that you never even thought of doing, including fixing the broken military that you gave me, including taking care of your vets. Name one group that supports you. Name one group that came out and supported you. Go ahead. Think. We have time.
We don't have time to do anything.
No, think about it. Name one law enforcement group that came out and supported
gentlemen,
you,
I think I'm going to take back the moderator's role.
I don't think there are any.
Antifa's an idea, not an organization.
Oh, you got to be
not
kidding.
militia. That's what his FBI. His FBI director said.
Well, then you know what?
No, we're done, sir. We're moving on to the next. We're moving.
When a bat hits you over the head, that's not an idea.
Everybody.
I love how the question on the screen is, are you willing to condemn white supremacists and militia groups? No. No. We're maybe the low IQ people, but no. Somebody goes, the let me finish, you'll be surprised joke. Trump mogged so hard in 2016. James in 2016 Trump are the ultimate moggers. Oh, dude, I mog so fucking hard. That's what I do. I'm here to mog. I was actually the guy who frame mogged Clav. No, I'm kidding. But, I mean, that's, like, that whole thing's fucking, like, it's funny, but it's annoying. Like, I see people using these terms I've never heard of, making me feel like an old-ass hunk. But it's like people are, they're like, this guy's jester maxing as he's getting screen mogged and frame mogged by, like, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what the fuck is happening? I don't know. People use these fucking terms now. I don't get the new youth rhetoric.
In your administration behind there were heroes. Really? And I resent.
Are you talking about Hunter? Are you talking about Hunter?
I'm talking about my son, Beau Biden. You're talking about.
I don't know Beau. I know Hunter.
Yeah,
Hunter got thrown out of the military. He was thrown out, dishonorably discharged.
That's not true. He wasn't dishonorably.
Cocaine use. And he didn't have a job until you became vice president. And once you became vice president, he made a fortune in Ukraine, in China, in Moscow,
that is simply
and various
not
other places.
True.
He made a fortune.
My son.
And he didn't have a job.
You're done in this segment.
He called the military
Mr. Vice President,
stupid bastards.
I
and
did
he said
not
it on
say
tape. He said stupid bastards.
Please,
he said it.
Stop.
I would never say that.
Play it.
As you know, today there was a big problem. In Philadelphia, they went in to watch. They were called poll watchers, a very safe, very nice thing. They were thrown out. They weren't allowed to watch. You know why? Because bad things happen in Philadelphia, bad things. They cheat. They cheat. Hey, they found ballots in a waste paper basket 3 days ago, and they all had the name military ballots. They were military. They all had the name Trump on them. Very soon, I say we're learning to live with it. We have no choice. We can't lock ourselves up in a basement like Joe does. He has the ability to lock himself up. I don't know. He's obviously made a lot of money someplace, but he has this thing about living in a basement. People can't do that. By the way, I, as the president, couldn't do that. I'd love to put myself in the basement or in a beautiful room in the White House and go away for a year and a half until it disappears. I can't do that. Number one. Number two, I don't make money from China. You do. I don't make money from Ukraine. You do. I don't make money from Russia. You made $3.5 million, Joe, and your son gave you. They even have a statement that we have to give 10% to the big man. You're the big man, I think. I don't know. Maybe you're not. But you're the big man, I think. You said we have to give 10% to the big man. Joe, what's that all about? It's terrible.
All right.
And his son, his brother, and his other brother are getting rich. They're like a vacuum cleaner. They're sucking up money every place you go. It's what?
Taxpayers' money. Didn't come from China.
You know who the taxpayer is? It's called China.
I want to talk about North Korea. I do want to turn to 10 seconds, Mr. President.
That's
10
a
seconds.
typical political statement. Let's get off this China thing, and then he looks, the family, around the table, everything. Just a typical politician when I see that.
Let's talk about North
I'm not a typical
Korea
politician.
Okay,
that's why I got elected.
Let's
get off the subject of China. Let's talk sitting around the table.
All right.
Come on, Joe, you can do better.
We're going to talk.
He's been in government 47 years. He never did a thing except in 1994 when he did such harm to the black community, and they were called, and he called them super predators, and he said that.
Here's what we got to give the devil his due. Joe Biden was right about that one. Trump was wrong. Joe Biden was right about that one. When he called them super predators, let's be honest. That was creative. That was smart. That was funny. That is true. We got to give the devil his due. And Joe Biden objectively was correct about calling the violent black people super predators, because I can't think of a better name. Ultra-violent super predators, maybe? I don't know. But, again, we're going to give the devil his due on that one.
He said it, super predators, and they have never lived that down. 1994, your crime bill, the super predators. Nobody has done more for the black community than Donald Trump. We are energy independent. I know more about wind than you do. It's extremely expensive, kills all the birds. It's very intermittent. It's got a lot of problems.
If we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump?
And then here in 2024, Trump was just given a layup, basically. They're like, okay, we're going to send you out against this illiterate retard who's too old to stand here.
He did beat Medicare. He beat it to death, and he's destroying Medicare. He will wipe out Medicare. So he was right in the way he finished that sentence, and it's a shame.
Asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look, to Ukraine, he's given $200 billion. That's a lot of money. I don't think there's ever been anything like it. Every time that Zelensky comes to this country, he walks away with $60 billion. He's the greatest salesman ever. He doesn't want to do it. He's become like a Palestinian, but they don't like him because he's a very bad Palestinian. He's a weak one. I've never seen anybody lie like this guy. He lies. I've never seen it. He can look you in the face. About so many other things, too. And we mentioned the laptop. We mentioned Russia, Ukraine. Everything he does is a lie. It's misinformation and disinformation. Joe, our country is being destroyed as you and I sit up here and waste a lot of time on this debate. This shouldn't be a debate. He is the worst president. He just said about me because I said it. But look, he's the worst president in the history of our country. He's destroyed our country. Now all of a sudden he's trying to get a little tough on the border. He came out with a nothing deal, and it reduced it a little bit, like this much. It's insignificant. Well, I took 2 tests, cognitive tests. I aced them. Both of them, as you know. We made it public. He took none. I'd like to see him take one, just one, a real easy one. Like go through the first 5 questions. He couldn't do it. That's the biggest lie. That he's a 6 handicap of all.
I was an 8 handicap.
Yeah.
8.
This part was funny. Not gonna lie.
You swing. I know you swing.
Let's
not act like children.
President Trump, we're going to
Let's not act like children. I wish he was a great president. I
Club
would
champion.
rather have that. I wouldn't be here. I don't mind being here. But the only reason I'm here is he's so bad as a president that I'm going to make America great again. I wasn't really going to run until I saw the horrible job he did. He's destroying our country. I would be very happy to be someplace else, in a nice location someplace.
Yeah, I mean, what a video. Here, let's, we're going to get our next one pulled up. Like I said, I want to watch two different videos here. The next one I want to watch is the Trump inauguration speech, which I think is kind of more important to the subject of 2016 versus 2024 Donald Trump. where he really goes more in depth with it. And a few things I noticed, and I'll point it out to you as we're starting it, but Obama's standing behind him clapping. You even see Miriam Adelson, the guy who funded him for $250 million, standing behind him smiling. Kind of an early telltale sign that we are all about to be raped by the Israel lobby. Someone said Clav is gay. I can kind of see it, but at the same time, I find it funny. Like, I don't like watch his live streams or anything. I just find the idea of it funny. Someone goes, Joe is so retarded it hurts. I agree. What the fuck is Joe looking at? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe his dick. Like, Joe is, the guy was just, he was terrible as president. I mean, fucking awful. But let's watch this. This will be the last part of our show before we go into our comments. Like I said, we don't even have a tongue because the last episode got shadow banned. Even the guy in the live chat saying he can't see it on Spotify. Spotify. What's going on here? Hopefully nothing. But let's get this other video pulled up here. This is the video of Donald Trump, 2016, full speech.
Chief Justice Roberts, President Carter, President Clinton, President Bush, President Obama, fellow Americans, and people of the world, thank you. We, the citizens of America, are now joined in a great national effort to rebuild our country and restore its promise for all of our people. Together, we will determine the course of America and the world for many, many years to come. We will face challenges. We will confront hardships, but we will get the job done. Every 4 years, we gather on these steps to carry out the orderly and peaceful transfer of power. And we are grateful to President Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama for their gracious aid throughout this transition. They have been magnificent. Thank you.
You even see Hillary there.
Today's ceremony, however, has very special meaning, because today we are not merely transferring power from one administration to another or from one party to another, but we are transferring power from Washington, D.C., and giving it back to you, the people.
I wish that was happening. This is the stuff that really got us in 2016.
For too long, a small group in our nation's capital has reaped the rewards of government while the people have borne the cost. Washington flourished, but the people did not share in its wealth. Politicians prospered, but the jobs left and the factories closed. The establishment protected itself, but not the citizens of our country. Their victories have not been your victories. Their triumphs have not been your triumphs. And while they celebrated in our nation's capital, there was little to celebrate for struggling families all across our land. That all changes starting right here and right now, because this moment is your moment. It belongs to you. It belongs to everyone gathered here today and everyone watching all across America. This is your day. This is your celebration. And this, the United States of America, is your country.
It would have been great if we stuck to that.
What truly matters is not which party controls our government, but whether our government is controlled by the people.
Thank you.
January 20th, 2017 will be remembered as the day the people became the rulers of this nation again. The forgotten men and women of our country will be forgotten no longer. Everyone is listening to you now. You came by the tens of millions to become part of a historic movement, the likes of which the world has never seen before. At the center of this movement is a crucial conviction that a nation exists to serve its citizens. Americans want great schools for their children, safe neighborhoods for their families, and good jobs for themselves. These are just and reasonable demands of righteous people and a righteous public. But for too many of our citizens, a different reality exists. Mothers and children trapped in poverty in our inner cities, rusted out factories scattered like tombstones across the landscape of our nation, an education system flush with cash, but which leaves our young and beautiful students deprived of all knowledge. And the crime, and the gangs, and the drugs that have stolen too many lives and robbed our country of so much unrealized potential. This American carnage stops right here and stops right now. We are one nation, and their pain is our pain. Their dreams are our dreams, and their success will be our success. We share one heart, one home, and one glorious destiny. The oath of office I take today is an oath of allegiance to all Americans.
And he broke it. Imagine if he kept it.
For many decades, we've enriched foreign industry at the expense of American industry, subsidized the armies of other countries, while allowing for the very sad depletion of our military. We've defended other nations' borders while refusing to defend our own.
Let's go.
And spent trillions and trillions of dollars overseas while America's infrastructure has fallen into disrepair and decay. We've made other countries rich, while the wealth, strength, and confidence of our country has dissipated over the horizon. One by one, the factories shuttered and left our shores, with not even a thought about the millions and millions of American workers that were left behind. The wealth of our middle class has been ripped from their homes and then redistributed all across the world. But that is the past, and now we are looking only to the future. We assembled here today are issuing a new decree to be heard in every city, in every foreign capital, and in every hall of power.
Come on, say
From
it.
this day forward, a new vision will govern our land. From this day forward, it's going to be only America first. America first.
Imagine if he kept to that. Imagine that. Just imagine.
Every decision on trade, on taxes, on immigration, on foreign affairs will be made to benefit American workers and American families. We must protect our borders from the ravages of other countries making our products, stealing our companies, and destroying our jobs. Protection will lead to great prosperity and strength. I will fight for you with every breath in my body, and I will never, ever let you down. America will start winning again, winning like never before. We will bring back our jobs. We will bring back our borders. We will bring back our wealth. And we will bring back our dreams. We will build new roads and highways and bridges and airports and tunnels and railways all across our wonderful nation. We will get our people off of welfare and back to work, rebuilding our country with American hands and American labor. We will follow two simple rules: buy American and hire American.
But now Trump turned into a pro H-1B guy. Sold out.
We will seek friendship and goodwill with the nations of the world, but we do so with the understanding that it is the right of all nations to put their own interests first. We do not seek to impose our way of life on anyone, but rather to let it shine as an example. We will shine for everyone to follow. We will reinforce old alliances and form new ones and unite the civilized world against radical Islamic terrorism, which we will eradicate completely from the face of the earth. At the bedrock of our politics will be a total allegiance to the United States of America. And through our loyalty to our country, we will rediscover our loyalty to each other. When you open your heart to patriotism, there is no room for prejudice. The Bible tells us how good and pleasant it is when God's people live together in unity. We must speak our minds openly, debate our disagreements honestly, but always pursue solidarity. When America is united, America is totally unstoppable. There should be no fear. We are protected, and we will always be protected. We will be protected by the great men and women of our military and law enforcement. And most importantly, we will be protected by God. Finally, we must think big and dream even bigger. In America, we understand that a nation is only living as long as it is striving. We will no longer accept politicians who are all talk and no action, constantly complaining but never doing anything about it. The time for empty talk is over. Now arrives the hour of action. Do not allow anyone to tell you that it cannot be done. No challenge can match the heart and fight and spirit of America. We will not fail. Our country will thrive and prosper again. We stand at the birth of a new millennium, ready to unlock the mysteries of space, to free the earth from the miseries of disease, and to harness the energies, industries, and technologies of tomorrow. A new national pride will stir our souls, lift our sights, and heal our divisions. It's time to remember that old wisdom our soldiers will never forget, that whether we are black or brown or white, we all bleed the same red blood of patriots. We all enjoy the same glorious freedoms, and we all salute the same great American flag. And whether a child is born in the urban sprawl of Detroit or the windswept plains of Nebraska, they look up at the same night sky, they fill their heart with the same dreams, and they are infused with the breath of life by the same almighty Creator. So to all Americans in every city, near and far, small and large, from mountain to mountain, from ocean to ocean, hear these words: you will never be ignored again.
Imagine if that was true. Imagine if he lived up to that.
Your voice, your hopes, and your dreams will define our American destiny. And your courage and goodness and love will forever guide us along the way. Together, we will make America strong again. We will make America wealthy again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. And yes, together, we will make America great again. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America. Thank you.
Let's imagine.
President Donald Trump.
Imagine if Trump lived up to that. Imagine if Trump didn't sell out. Imagine how great it would have been, guys. I mean, well, it's crazy to see the transformation of a man, the rise and fall of a man like Trump. Again, the best comparison I think I have is the Corleone comparison, where it's like Godfather 1, they build up this character that you really get tied to, and then Godfather 2, you watch the fall of what was a great man. And that's Donald Trump in so many ways. The rise and fall of a man that we all looked up to at a point. But that's going to be the show today. Like I said, there was really fucking no news today, so I thought this would just be a good thing to go over. We are going to do the comments, like I said. And the guy in the live chat confirmed we were very heavily shadow banned on this last episode on Spotify. So we don't have as many comments as usual, but we got enough that we're going to still go through them. So let's do that right now. Before we get into it, I want to remind everyone to like, smash the follow button, leave a comment, let me know what you think about the show, rate the show 5 stars on Spotify, follow me on X, Instagram, scan the code, join me on Telegram, all the comments we read at the end of each show as well. Thank you. Let's start, we actually got a super chat yesterday, right towards the tail end of my show, so let me, let's get that pulled. Let's do that first, right? Anyone who's going to send money gets to get read first, for sure. And it was a big super chat, biggest one we got on the show so far, so any super chat's always appreciated. But someone gave $100 for white culture, so shout out, thank you, much appreciated. It will go towards this Jubilee thing if it all pans out here.
I lost a friend because of politics. I had been friends with her for almost 2 years.
Well, women are retarded, so don't even worry about it. Like, why are you friends with women? That's the first problem I'm noticing. You're friends with women.
My daily question, James. Where are all the missing little girls from the Israel island called Epstein? There's thousands of still missing children. Hold the politicians accountable and vote out all that seats that support the evil of the Middle East.
Yeah, I agree with you.
White privilege equals high IQ. Life's hard when you're retarded.
Yeah, that might be, when they talk about white privilege, are they just talking about the fact that genetically we have better IQs? We have higher IQs as white people? Is that the white privilege they're always going off about?
Negalonians 435. Thou shalt be able to receive criticism respectfully and remain open-minded to hear other perspectives out to further their journey of understanding what it truly means to be a warrior of Christ. I like the suit, brother. Professional, respectable, righteous. You represent the people when you go for God. We have to remain humble and loving in this mind war. Keep being you, James. Hard on you because I care. Rogue joining the fight soon.
Rogue one out. Rogue, always good to see ya. We butt heads here and there, but it's okay, brother. We got that. We're connected like that. We got it. We both know what's up. We both know who the enemy is. Don't worry. We're on the same page in the end.
Good morning. First off, I'm very grateful that I'm white and not a fat loser. Second, you rock. Big nigga, truly. It's become a daily thing of mine to listen to you every morning and I love every second. Third, what issue do you think will define politics in the next 10 years?
That's got to be one of my favorite comments. Very grateful you're white, not a fat loser. That's funny. Way to go. I mean, it's so easy not to be fat. If you're fat, you're not going to make it, to be honest. You're not going to make it if you're fat, people. Just don't be fat. It's easy. Eat less, work out more. Stop being a bitch. And what issue do you think will define politics in the next 10 years? I think the Israel issue, is a really big one. I think race politics, identity politics is going to play a pretty big factor. And that kind of ties into immigration a bit, white replacement, things like that. I think that will actually play a factor. A crazy thing is over the next, two presidential debate, for the first time, we're going to start seeing people step into the political arena in the presidential race who are openly going to run a campaign that goes against Israel, who openly run a campaign about being pro-white. It's not going to be the majority of candidates, but you're going to get a candidate, and that's the cool part. So I think that will become a thing. I think that's becoming, when you look at these trends, when you ask, over the next 10 years, what you got to look at it is, what you got to look at it as is, what is the youth saying? What is Gen Z, the people who will be in donor positions and in lobbying positions and in all these decision-making roles in DC, what are they thinking? What are they actively campaigning on now? Gen Alpha, what problems are they going through and what will it be like for them in 10 years? So you got to think about AI, immigration, white culture. In 10 years, we're only 3 to 5 years away from white people being a minority. White people will be very close on the brink of being a minority by that time. So I really think race and identity politics, the Israel topic, affordability is definitely going to be a massive thing, especially if the housing problem continues in the trend it's trending in now, where it's people just aren't owning houses. I think that will become a pretty big topic. Owning a home is a staple to being an American. Let's see. I would say abortion, not going to be as big, but it's always going to be big with the women. Big women are a problem, fat ones, and just, women as a collective group in general are an issue. Women love to kill their own offspring, and I think we're going to see a lot of, we had a lot of candidates who came in against abortion, but they were rape and incest will do abortions, up to this week's X amount of weeks we'll do abortions. And you're going to have politicians coming there saying no abortions no matter what, similar to Fishback is doing now. He's no abortions no matter what, unless the mother is guaranteed to die if she doesn't get it, which is, 0.00001% chance. It's not going to happen. So I think that'll be pretty big as well. If I think of anything else, I'll let you know.
What we really need is Metallica to do the halftime show, but the NFL would never. They need those teenage white girl and minority views.
What it's really about is about the expansion of the NFL. And that's what, I warned against this, actually. probably last year on my show, a while ago. And I said, I don't know exactly verbatim what I said, but I said basically that the NFL expanding into all these places is going to lead to the NFL being ruined. It's going to lead, we've seen a lot of injuries in these overseas games, mainly because these places, don't know the sports science behind what makes a good field to prevent injuries, and certain field types, certain grass types, turf versus grass, etc., all plays a massive factor. And a lot of places didn't take that into account. We're pitching to a lot of these South American countries, some European countries, and we're trying to diversify who the NFL audience is, or that's the goal of Roger Goodell, the commissioner. And I don't think that's right. I think football has been an American staple for a very long time. It should stay that way. If people out of the country want to watch it, that's fine. But we don't need to bring games to their cities and in their countries. I mean, imagine like you buy season tickets to a team, and then you don't get to go to like one of the games because one of the games is in like Brazil. Like that would suck. That would just suck that you go to one less game during the year. Like that would really, really be shit. And like you got to think about it, one of the teams is still the home team, even though they're in Brazil. So you lose the like real home field advantage as well. Another downside. But then what it all kind of leads up to is a halftime show like what happened. It's like they're pitching to this overseas audience. They didn't have Bad Bunny because it's popular with the left. They didn't have Bad Bunny to be political. They had Bad Bunny because they're trying to pitch the NFL to overseas audiences. They're trying to expand the NFL a bit, make it international. Like, it's a business. They want to make more money. How do you make more money? If you're only operating in one country, you operate in multiple countries. But given the fact that they're making overwhelming amounts of profits, I think they should just keep it in the United States of America. I don't think it makes sense. And I think, yeah, if they did have more American bands, more American music, some people are even shitting on the idea of country, but I think it would be good. You have real Americans doing the halftime show. That's what people want to see in America. And it's like this halftime show wasn't for Americans. This halftime show was to solidify some contracts for next year when it came to the South American, expansion games where they're trying to go to, I don't know. They went to Ireland. They went to Brazil. They went to, I think, Germany. They're trying to pitch all over the place. So I doubt this will be the end of it as well. I think as long as the NFL keeps pitching overseas, we're going to continue to lose power over seeing things that we want to see. Very sad reality.
When you say Israel is responsible or the Jews are responsible, when Ehud Barak, who was a prime minister that was super left-wing but that no one in Israel likes, and you say the Jews or Israel, that's called using pronouns, and it's coming out that Jeffrey Epstein actually was a little anti-Israel. He was into building mosques. He was a weirdo. He wanted to thank the Israeli economy. He was very good friends with the Saudi princess, not your Israel-loving Jew who you made him out to be.
He was still a Talmud-reading Jew who referred to the all the other people as goyim in abundance. He was best friends with the prime minister and head of Mossad of Israel, as you stated there, Ehud Barak. And just because Ehud Barak is left-wing, Netanyahu's the opposite, and they go to war a little bit with each other, verbally, doesn't mean that there aren't people in Israel who don't support the left. There's a lot of people who do, actually. That's why there were so many protests in the streets of Israel over Netanyahu's war. So yeah, you're just not really correct about that.
Epstein was super pro-Israel. That's why he did what he did.
I don't know if it's necessarily why he did what he did, but it's certainly one of the reasons that certain people would use Epstein, I guess. Epstein was a connector for a lot of different people. And I believed he worked with multiple intelligence agencies, not just Israel's. And a lot of his clients, a lot of people he worked with, a lot of people who would go to him to get things, they were definitely doing it in the interest of Israel. I don't think Epstein overall was 100% everything he's doing is for Israel. A good portion of it for sure, but just in the full honesty of truth, I think it was for a lot of different people, places, things, objectives. But definitely a lot of it for Israel as well. You are right there.
There was more ass thrown during the halftime than first downs in the whole game.
Yeah, that was... Again, we don't need that either during the halftime show.
Nick Fuentes liking Bad Bunny more was an L take.
I kind of agree. I don't think he actually really liked it. And Nick's not really a football fan. It's actually one of the first things I really disagree with Nick on. Maybe a couple little things, but that's really the first, like, when I saw it, I was like, huh, that's fucking weird.
I meant that Hawaii also has its own separate heritage to America, just like Puerto Rico, and then you call me the retard face with tears of joy. If knew history, you would been able to figure that out.
You're retarded. You are retarded. If I know history, you didn't phrase it that way in your initial message, so crucify me for interpreting it that way when you wrote it that way. Like, shut the fuck up.
And even parts of California and Texas have their own heritage too.
Well, a lot of that was Mexico.
I can't believe you fooled me. You told me that when someone says America is a melting pot, it's because of the Zionist Jewish lobbying in America. The problem with that is in 1941 Eleanor Roosevelt started, I guess you could say, the first podcast. No, she did 1 week addresses to the nation, and she said, in short, America is a melting pot, and that was before the bulk of the European Jews came over to America.
Who promoted that? It was the Zionist lobby. It was the ADL. It was all these leftist Jewish groups.
Also, I'm not advocating for statehood. I just pointed that out so you could understand the situation more.
I understand the situation just fine. I don't need you to explain the situation to me. This is what I fucking do all day. I research this stuff. I understand.
Nick said the Iranian protesters are traitors to their country. Why does he care? I thought he was America first.
I mean, Nick's much more in-depth, has much more in-depth knowledge, and is way more into Middle Eastern and geopolitics in general than me. So I super chat him and fucking ask him, like, why are you asking me? I'm like, why did Nick say this if he says this? Super chat Nick, what the fuck are you doing? Well, why are you asking me? Am I your fucking voice to Nick? No, go fuck yourself. Like, what? All right, like I said, we didn't have a lot of comments because it seems like the episode got pretty shadow banned, but that's going to be the entire show. We're going to wrap up the show for the day, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being fans of the show. Please remember to like, smash the follow button, leave a comment, let me know what you think about the show. Rate the show 5 stars on Spotify. Follow me on X, Instagram, join the Telegram channel. All the comments we read at the end of each show. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let's see, debate on Friday. Keep you guys updated on Jubilee. Possible collab coming, probably going to be next week, knowing that the debate's Friday. I'm going to be doing some work to prepare for that. So we'll do that collab that I was talking about with that guy next week. Most likely I'll try and get that on the books with him as soon as possible. But yeah, that's kind of all the updates for now. Hopefully we have Kick figured out by tomorrow. Hopefully Spotify doesn't shadow ban this one too. We'll see what's up with that, but thank you guys for tuning into the show. Thank you guys for being fans of the show. Let's get signed off here, and I will see you guys tomorrow on Wednesday. Thank you.
sorry. But I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world there's room for everyone, and the good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful, but we have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much, feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness, gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent. All will be lost. The aeroplane and the radio have brought us closer together. The very nature of these inventions cries out for the goodness of men, cries out for universal brotherhood, for the unity of us all. Even now, my voice is reaching millions throughout the world. Millions of despairing men, women, and children, victims of a system that makes men torture. Love of humanity in your hearts. You don't hate, only the unloved hate.